Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. This was my first time doing this type of video, so there are a few errors. If you would like to skip over those, you can kind of click on the timeline. First time doing this type, so I did make a couple mistakes, but in the future videos, it'll be a lot more seamless, I promise. Thank you. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Ami, and on this channel I budget out my income and my side income, and if you'd like to know more about me personally, you can check the description box. And on this channel, I not only go over my paycheck, but I actually have some future videos planned for like budget groceries or just like how to save more money in general and just like, you know, how to be more budget friendly or cheaper in areas where you can afford to be. And today's video is gonna be long, just a pre-warning. I got a few things going on. So I want to plan for my next paycheck, but in addition to that, I have some side income that I want to put into some envelopes. So we are going to do that today. I went to the ATM and unfortunately I could only pull out 20s. So not only are we going to be stuffing cash, but we are also going to be bill exchanging. So we're gonna get on into that. First things first, we have to see how many bills we need, which I have already done the denominations. So I know technically what bills I need, but I needed to pull out 129. Obviously there are only 20s, so I have 140 here. Once I am able to break this down to the denominations I need, I'm gonna have to deposit the rest of the money back into my bank account because I needed that money for taxes. So that's kind of what's going on right now. We'll put that right here. And then if you're like a beginner subscriber, you probably recognize this book. This is actually my budgeting calendar, and I haven't been using it much, but I started watching Plan With Me videos like for the month, and I really enjoy that, and I think it would bring me a lot of peace of mind to kind of remember where my bills are coming out from and like plan for it a little better, because it's just nice to know when everything's coming and to make sure that I actually have that money in my account. So I think I might start implementing that a little bit more. This is the paycheck that we are currently going to be budgeting at the end of this video, and we'll get to that when we get to that, but we're going to just set this to the side for right now. This is the side income that I made. I have 4 sources of side income. We have Poshmark, Grubhub, Mercari, and DoorDash. I don't know why I switched those two. So I have 2 delivery services and 2 online clothing services, and that's the side income for the past week. These dates right here. So in order to get the denominations that I need here, we're first going to take out the 2 20s. So we have singles, 5s, 10s, and 2 20s. We might end up needing more of the 20s because I don't actually know if I have $50 in cash. I don't even know if I have the right denominations for this period, but we're gonna really hope that I do. So there's $25 in my dad's. I don't think I can do anything with that. We don't have real cash in this one. That's a problem too, is that sometimes I don't use real cash, so this should be tricky. Okay, so I have $85 in this one. So if I can pull out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, a 20, and a 50. Okay, what I'm gonna do is 2, 4, 6, and then 50, 60. Do that. And we're going to do 10 and 50. So now we have the 50. I'm going to check these off as we go. So we are good with 20s and we are good with 50s. And we have 130. Let me see, or 110. I need 30, I have 110. Okay, this is fake. Empty, empty, empty. Alright, we have nothing here. Oh, we do have my beauty envelope, which has 2 10s. There we go. Change those out for a 20. And we have, and then we're all set for the 30s. We don't need any more. I just did it again. We're all set for the 10s. Alright, and now we need 4 1s and 1 5. So like 5 1s. If I can find... We'll figure it out. Let's see what we got here. 5, 10... Ooh, maybe 5, 10, 1, 2, 3. Dang it. Okay, so we have 13 in here. Let me see if I can get creative with this. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can get creative with that one. I'm going to set it to the side just in case, because this technically does have 2, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, so it has $33. So maybe somehow I can exchange this and figure it out. Actually, I do have an idea. So I'm going to exchange these 2 5s for a 10. So we'll do that. And then go back to here where I have 5 1s and exchange. This is getting so confusing, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that. Alright. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the single is going back to the bank. And close that. Oh, but now we have our 4s and oh my gosh, we have our singles and we have our 5s. And now we need 1 more 10. So I need to break this into 2 10s, right? Yeah. And I don't know if I'm gonna have that anywhere. So last place I can check is in here. But I don't think I have any real cash in this one. I wanted to get this exchanged at the cash register, but unfortunately, yeah, I have no real cash in here. Unfortunately, the line for the CVS where I got the money out of was so unbelievably long. So yeah, I didn't want to do that. I'm just gonna quickly edit this out, but I'm gonna search through for any 10s that I might have in here. Okay, so I couldn't find anything, so we are going to have to move some things around, but hopefully it's not the end of the world. At the very least, it's definitely not that. But we'll see what we can do. So this is what I'm stuffing. Alright, so I'm going to grab a pencil to show you guys what I'm about to do, so that in case anything weird happens, I can erase it. So essentially, this is the total amount of money that I made. That does not include taxes already, so I'm taking away about-ish 30%. Essentially, I'm just going to take the decimal and move it over, and $65 is what I'm comfortable putting away for taxes, and that goes into a high-yield savings account. So that's already in the bank, and what's left is $154 for me to play around with that I can actually consider like what I earned for that week. For my business, which is essentially if I want to go out and source new clothes, or if I have to buy shipping supplies, or if I need to, you know, anything along those lines, I have backup cash for. And that stays online as well. That goes into my Cash App. So this, I don't actually know if this will fix the cash problem. I'm going to try it and see if it does. But what I'm going to do, instead of $25 into my business, I'm going to do $24. That way I have an extra dollar to play around with, and that extra dollar is going to go to travel, which will be we'll put $40, and that doesn't look good, so we're just going to do that. So instead of putting $25 into my Cash App account, which is where I keep all of my business expense, we're going to do $24. And today is the 9th, and I'm going to do it immediately after this video, so I'm going to check it off. Because now that I've gotten into the groove of moving money around, it is exponentially easier to track what's going on when I check off things that have already been moved around. And actually, so that I don't, you know, forget after the video, I'm gonna just take a second and do that now. All right, and then we have travel, credit card, and my boyfriend's envelope. And these ones are getting stuffed with cash. So, like I said, this one's online, so we have these denominations, and now that it's even, I'm hoping that I'll be okay. So, we'll see. But, we're gonna get started with my travel, which is in my purple binder, and we'll zoom this out again. So, travel is going to be getting $40. And I now also write where the money's coming from so that I just have it written down as proof later on, since I am really bad at remembering things. So instead, we'll do 2 20s. And initially that was supposed to be like 39. So it was a 20, a 10, a 5, and 4 singles. So this should hopefully make it a little bit better. Let's find out. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 120, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5. 125. And today is the 9th. Alright, so there's that. And then my credit card, this envelope right here, my Chase envelope, is getting $60. So we'll do a 10 and a 50. And I do have some cash in there that I have to deposit. And if you want to see what that cash is, actually it's in my last video. I take it out of one of my envelopes. Alright, so we have that. And then my boyfriend is getting $30. And I believe, yeah. So I guess I'll just make this easy on myself and do a 10 and a 20. And he doesn't have a tracker slip yet. I gotta do that. Alright. So that's pretty simple. Obviously it wasn't actually, because I had to do all that like moving things around only for it to just be simpler in the end. But next time I will just prepare a little better for that. So what I should have left, so I have 129, but I have 140 in cold cash, but I only needed 129 and I ended up stuffing 129. So I should have $11 left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's a little concerning. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't understand. Oh, I understand. So because I changed the number here to something from online, so this is cash, this is online, because I swapped that there, I should actually need an extra $1 in cold cash, so this should be $10. Alright, perfect. And I'm gonna go through actually real quick, find bills that I can replace with these. I know that's like adding more cash in, which is usually the opposite of what people want to do, but just in case this problem happens again, I'd like to have this on hand. So I'll be right back to do that, and we'll get on into planning for my next paycheck. Alright, here we go. So if you've been here before, you know everything in red is set expenses that do not change no matter what. And this paycheck is going to be for June 18th. I know I am well early for this, but I'm making a video anyway, so I decided to do it. And we are budgeting for around $741. That's probably gonna be a little bit less than what I'm gonna get paid, but I'd rather budget for less and have more than budget for more and not have enough. So yep, this is what we're at right now. And under that assumption that I'm getting paid $741, we're gonna do $741 minus all of these numbers here. Okay, so 741 minus the red, which is, I'm actually not quite sure. I have $220 to play around with. You might notice my rent is a little more expensive than it is usually. I had to pull $10 out for an emergency, and rent was the only place I had to like pull from, so it's getting an extra $10 this paycheck. So we have $220 to play around with. I'm gonna take away $60 for food. Yeah, $60 for food. And I might start separating like groceries and eating out, because I'm eating out like at least once a week. Not like $20 meals, but like Taco Bell or something, and I want to start accounting for that a little better. I think that's where I'm getting messed up with my credit card, is like not accounting for small things like that. So yeah. In the future videos, I'll probably have an eating out category. And gas, I did end up purchasing Gas Buddy again because I now do like food delivery services, so having as much savings on my gas as possible is worth it for me. And since I'm going to be paying for gas so much more often, it actually does become worth it to pay that $10 membership each month, because it'll save me more, around like $20 in gas. So that. I'm not sure yet if I'm categorizing these two, so we're gonna skip that one for now. Like I was saying earlier, I need to start accounting for small purchases like going out to Taco Bell or something like that, so I'm gonna give myself $20 to spend. If I can save it and roll it over, that'd be great, but I don't want to just like pretend that I'm never gonna give myself stuff, so yeah, we're gonna start being smart with our money for real and give us spending money, because that's how to properly budget. So and then my card, I'm still trying to pay off from buying a phone. If you want to know about that, you can check the cards for my previous video. So we're gonna give that $50. And now we have $55 to spend. And travel, I definitely want to put a decent bit, and my boyfriend I'm gonna give $15, just enough to make sure I have coverage for his next haircut. And then I have the $30 that I want to save for if I want to just like buy him something to go eat or something like that. My August fun is I'm taking my boyfriend to a show. I already purchased the ticket, so now I'm just trying to pay him off. So once I hit a certain cap, I will be done with this one, but I'm gonna give it $20 for this paycheck, which leaves me with $10. And I think I would like to put it in a bunch of different envelopes. So we're going to do singles for this one, which I've never done before, but I would like to. So for move, I'm actually going to do 5 because that one is pretty important to me. And then we're going to do 1 in emergency. Yeah, 1 in emergency, 1 in gift, 1 in beauty. Actually, scratch that. We're not going to do beauty, because beauty has money, but we are going to do 1 in home. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. So then we're not going to do anything for car and nothing for beauty. I'm going to just wipe this out because I don't like that. Okay. And now you see that I have little like cash symbols here. That is everything that's going to get stored in cash. What I have cash symbols next to are things that I planned on stuffing before this video. So that's like what that is. And you might notice that I actually started doing my Wi-Fi in cash if you've been here. And the reason for that is because my Wi-Fi bill comes out of my credit card, and I like paying my credit card off with cash. So that's why I did that. My 2 roommates also pay me for Wi-Fi, so their portion of it will go straight into my bank account, but for me personally, I can pull it out in cash, and I would like to do that. So all of my wallet expenses get cash. My expense for my dad, I'm actually, yeah, for this one, I'm going to do cash. And then for the month of July, I'm actually going to do that online because it's easier for my dad, and I'd prefer to do what's easier for him. These 2 are going into my credit card account, so they are both getting cash. Oh, and this one as well. It's just easier for me. All of these are staying online, and my phone is being annoying, and all of other gets cash. And then my rent stays in Capital One. And my electric gets put into my Venmo account so that when my roommate tries to bill me, I can just send it to her. And then it's like ready to go. So that's that. And now we're going to figure out how much we need in terms of our bills. So what I do with this guy, you can tell he's laminated. And I use Sharpie to write in my expenses. And I literally just go over it with Expo marker. This also works with like alcohol, but I don't actually have rubbing alcohol at the moment. And this is just an old phone cleaner that I never used, and it's been in my desk, so I just use it for my dry erase and just wash it every once in a while. I'm going to take a thinner Expo marker so that we can tally up everything. So food, I like to give it 20s. So we have 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do it over here. 1, 2, 3. So gas is actually going to get 5 1s, 2 5s, and 2 10s. So it's 10, 20, 30, 5. Gift is getting $1. Beauty's nothing. Spend is getting $8.20. My dad is getting a 20 and a 5. Credit card is getting a 50. Spotify, 5. Wi-Fi is getting a 10, 5, and a single. And I gotta cross one of those, but then we have 21. Travel is getting a 10. Home, medical, and my boyfriend is getting a 10 and a 5, and I didn't cross one out, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, so we should have $9 in 1s, 30 in 5s, 50 in 10s, we got 120 and 50. This is what I got. Honestly, I don't like that I have an odd number here. Like, I want that to be 10. So instead of stuffing pet, I'm gonna stuff another one with extra money and then just keep that in mind and maybe stuff pet more later. I'm gonna give gift $2. And that way I add an extra single here and the singles get $10. Alright, so now I'm gonna add that up again. And the total I'm getting is $260. Alright, and now we're going to cross-check that by counting up everything with the cash symbol next to it. And that is correct. So what I'm going to do is just fill it in. And this way, when I go to pull out the cash, hopefully I'll be doing it an actual like teller, and I can just give them this and they'll know what to give me as cash back. And then I do have a little thingy right here. I plan on stuffing some stuff too next time I get paid, like with my side income. All of that money should come in around the same time as my paycheck, so I might just stuff it all together. Not quite sure yet, we'll find out, but this is essentially the breakdown that I have so far. And things might change, you know, but at least I have an idea of what I can do with $741. So with that said, I'm gonna clean up this area and give you all the outro. As always, thank you guys so much for staying till the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you don't mind giving this a like or a thumbs down, just letting me know how you thought of it. If this is something that was interesting or like informational, maybe leave me a comment so that I know for future. And I hope that you guys were able to get something from this, if not just entertainment. And yeah, I'm incredibly grateful for everyone who watches my videos, likes, subscribes, all that jazz. If you'd like to see me stuff the cash that I planned out today, then subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you get notified when I post videos. I don't post super often. Once I get paid every week, that'll probably change, but probably no more than like one a week. But yeah, I hope that you guys liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.